Being on camera has become very crucial when it comes to building your brand and your business online. Now it's the best performing kind of format, no matter if you take YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, you have to be on video. And therefore this topic of being confident on camera became also more and more important. And in this video I'm going to share my experience with this. And in case you have some other tips how to be confident on camera, I really ask you to share them as well in the comments below. Before I continue, I would like to let you know that on this channel you can learn things about business and self-development, so consider subscribing not to miss future videos and hit the notification bell to make sure that YouTube will show them to you. The first important point here is to be authentic. You don't have to be trying being somebody else and talk in a different style or something. Be natural, because this way you will be performing your best and there are no reasons to be somebody else. People come here for you and not for somebody else. So just follow your natural way of talking. It really helps to have some structure, so it makes sense to have some bullet points, but don't try to script the whole thing and then just try to remember it. Or there are some programs where you can kind of read everything on the screen, but then everybody can see that you are not talking from yourself, but you are actually reading like this, and one can see people's eyes moving in a slow motion like that, but it doesn't get a good feeling and it's not a natural experience, because the best is that you just look into the lens, directly into the lens, like when you look into somebody's face, and this way you get this feeling of direct communication. People can relate to you better this way. And if you are just reading like this, or you are trying to recite the script that you memorized, then there will be no natural flow. And if you go live, then it's of course very important to make sure you have those bullet points, because you don't have to talk about everything, but you have to be to the point, and you will not be able to correct it when you go live. So you need to prepare even better than just making a regular video. And forget your fears, because even though it feels like you are talking to a big audience because you're going to upload it online and you never know who is going to see it, but actually the experience shows that it will be not that many people at the beginning watching your videos. It could be that in the future you get a big YouTube channel and then many people watch you, but the reality is that the first videos you're going to make, there will be not that many people watching them. Then one can relax from the beginning and just imagine talking to some good friends or one particular person that you actually enjoy talking to. Don't imagine yourself standing on a big stage in front of many people, because this is not true. And don't try to be perfect. Just again, be yourself, because people will relate to you much better when you are human. And humans are not perfect in general, we all have our faults. And if the person likes you and trusts you, then the person wants to get you and not some perfect, polished picture, which is not that real. It helps to be in a good mood, So, like today, I'm not in a very good mood because I was pretty sick last week and I still cough and I have some consequences of that, and I'm not very energetic actually, but I do have to film those videos and it belongs to my activities, so I'm making it anyway. But in general it really makes sense to to have a good mood. And therefore it makes sense maybe to play some music you like beforehand, or drink a cup of coffee, or do anything that helps you to have a good mood, to refresh yourself before the video. For some people it really helps to put some nice things on, maybe makeup and make their hair. But in my case, it would only be a hindrance, because I don't use these, things on an everyday basis. So if I would have to put on makeup and everything each time I have to film, it would be a disaster for me. It would really prevent me from doing things. So do things which help you to be natural and to be in a good mood. It also helps to have some kind of like a rehearsal beforehand when you go through the things, you talk it over in a way. And especially if it's a foreign language, like in my case, my native language is Russian, and that sometimes it's really tricky and challenging to express myself in a foreign language. So it really helps to talk things beforehand, and you don't even have to put the camera on, but you can also do it with the camera, and then you watch and you see your mistakes and you try to avoid them. Also, it makes sense to practice with some short videos, maybe on other social media, like be it Instagram or TikTok and things like that. Because when you make a big video on YouTube, like a 10 minutes video, then it's more challenging, And if you just make a 15-second video, even though it still can be very challenging because you have to be precise and everything, but it's just 15 seconds, and it takes less effort. So it makes sense to start with some short and smaller projects. If you don't follow me on Instagram, consider doing that. The link to my account is in the description below, as well as to another account, a traveling account. So if you're interested in traveling, this could also be something for you. In my case, public speaking is not something I like at all. Actually, I never liked public speaking, but somehow due to my work and other activities, I had to speak more and more to the public, to the people. And this way I got used to just do it, even though it's uncomfortable. So I would recommend to take things less seriously, because at the end it's about sharing something useful with people. It doesn't matter how you look or what other people think about you. It matters much more that you give something to the world, something valuable, something that you can share from your life, from your experience. And it's much more important than how you look at that moment. And people who appreciate your content, they will also appreciate your effort and they will see it. The only thing you really need to make sure that you have a good audio, because this way you can communicate to people. But in case it happened that your audio is really of poor quality, then it makes sense to use subtitles to make it easier for people. And I also do have some videos on this channel where the video was good, but the quality of the audio was not that perfect, and that's why I then included subtitles so that people can still follow it. And this way you don't have to delete the videos you don't like. You can still keep them, because sometimes people actually like more videos which are not so perfect and which have all the mistakes, because you are just natural there and you are just like them, So enjoy, and if you have any questions about starting a YouTube channel, feel free to ask in the comments. I also have a whole playlist of videos about starting a YouTube channel, so make sure to watch them as well here, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you like this video, please give it a like. It really helps me spread this message over YouTube, and I will see you next Wednesday.